Yeah, talk to us about this game anyway. Yeah,
right, let's go on to that game. Player of the month, apparently, and Boomer scores again.
Manager of the month.
Manager of the month. That was scandalous.
Still, that's a joke.
Still,
that was scandalous.
That is scandalous.
The goal difference that time was better than yours. We'd score more goals.
So we won every game.
You didn't concede, but
conceding a goal.
Bro, if you don't concede a shot in the month, you deserve
you deserve some applaud.
And when you look at the goal difference, so that means in the table in that time, we've got more points in there. In terms of the extra thing for the goal difference. When there was a stat I saw up, and that yours was like 4 or something, and ours was 5. We
won
better
every game
Anyway, you're
without
digressing.
conceding a goal or a shot.
Yeah, talk about this game. We got the man.
Are we doing this? We're arguing about who gets man of the match.
You shouldn't care about that. When City were the best, De Bruyne and Pep weren't getting it every week. That's what. Let the little man get it, innit? Let the little man get it.
This is a team sport.
We won at Anfield. They couldn't win at Anfield.
No one cares about manager of the month.
Alright, Flex.
Yeah,
let's get back to it.
Stupid game on Saturday.
Really, well
No, I'm not
worked
going
goal.
to swear.
Well worked goal for the first header.
Really good.
Nice build-up
Boomer,
play.
the guy
Good
I said.
finish.
Good
finish.
Brilliant. Thank God for him.
But then Tell, 84 minutes in.
Yeah.
Nice finish.
Basically, if we just
Deflection.
played the last 20 minutes, we would have had a decent game.
Hold on.
But unfortunately, there was everything else
Can
before
I ask
that.
you, yeah?
Oh,
Me?
Right. Were you booing your manager when he took off?
No.
Xavi Simmons.
No.
What was that about?
The whole stadium was.
The whole stadium.
Yeah.
Booing the manager.
But
Right.
I have to say though, when he did come off, I'm going, Frank, what are you doing? He was the only Tottenham player
but then
with a
Tell
bit about
scored.
him. 100%. When that
can't
happens,
boo your manager's decision.
no, but at the point with the
had a
emotion,
part to play in the last goal as well.
Let me know.
the game changed when those 2 subs were made.
Look,
Really for Udogie and
100%.
But Xavi was the best player.
There
on
are
the pitch for
definitely
Spurs
questions
at that
about
point.
actually
He was.
the lineup in general. I think that Udogie should have definitely started that game. I think probably. I don't think he was right to take off Xavi Simmons, especially after the confidence boost of the Copenhagen game. I don't think he was the one to come off. But his substitutions did benefit the team. Tell, Odegaard, Destiny obviously coming on as well. So I don't think that was the right one. It was a bit of like a Nuno moment when he subbed off. I can't remember when he took off someone for Lucas Moura and then he got sacked. Against you, actually. Was that game?
I can't remember.
I think that was the last time you might have beat us. That was
no?
actually the last time you might have beat us.
No, I won't. We beat you after that.
Probably Madison.
Did you?
Ronaldo and Cavani.
Was it that long ago? Anyway, so yeah, I think tactically it wasn't the right setup, but because he didn't go with the double pivot that he loves to go with, and I think he couldn't do that after the Chelsea game. So he kind of, it wasn't the right starting 11. But I kind of understood why he made the changes, not necessarily the Xavi one. At the end of the day, you even said it to me before, when you actually see Tottenham in the flesh and you see the attacking options that they have, you are like, this is not all on Thomas Frank. It's not. Like, ultimately, Xavi Simmons needs someone to help him play the right ball to him so he can then play the right ball to a bit of quality. We don't have that quality.
He needs
at
service
the moment.
himself to give other people
He needs the service. And the only person that can actually do that is someone like a Bentancur, or a Sarr can do that. But just he didn't have the greatest performances on Saturday either. So it's just a real lack of quality. And then for Xavi Simmons to actually be able to feed someone with a bit of quality, we don't have that right now. When you're looking at Johnson, Richarlison, who's the other one? Colomani obviously came off. Johnson is poor. Johnson will pop up at the back post, but you will not see him again. Like that is fact. You will not see him for the rest of the 90 minutes of a game if he's playing. I'm not getting on Thomas Frank because if we had a fully fit squad and we had all the attacking options that are available, then fine. I could say, it's unacceptable. And it is unacceptable to have XG as we've had it. Against Chelsea, it's not okay. We improved. We have an XG of 1 this week, so we're slowly building. He's trying to get the foundations right. We haven't got the attacking options. He needs time. He does need time to develop players.
Odegaard's an attacker.
Yeah, and he came on. Again, you're relying on Tell and Odegaard. But we're talking about the quality, Rob. You're not going to dig me out on this because it's actual fact.
Colomani was one of the most expensive players.
Thank you. It's the fact of the quality.
PSG
it could be synergy. It could be the two.
Colomani did very well on loan last year.
Maybe he can get more out of it.
Okay, maybe he could get more out of them. Maybe he could have more time with them. Maybe he needs more time with them on the training pitch.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. He's only been there a couple months. I don't get this. Why? Everyone is on his... Actually, I do get it. Everyone is on his back because of the style of football. But this is the manager we've gone for. Typically, Spurs go for a manager. that is free-flowing, attack-minded, lovely football. If you lose, you lose, but you play the Tottenham way.
But Thomas Frank can play like that.
He can do that.
He can build that.
And that is why I'm going to hold...
Yeah, you got to let him have his transfer window.
Until he has got all the tools at his disposal, I will not make a judgment. And I remember saying this, even about Ange, I sat here and I said, he has had 15, 16 injuries to basically a decimated Tottenham squad. I will wait and see and then make my final judgment on him when he's got everyone back, which I then did and said, boys, I'm off the M1. This Thomas Frank narrative, all of this, wait until he's actually got some quality
Can I
back.
ask you though, that's the attacking.
Yeah.
But defending.
Not
Mickey Van de Ven.
For the
What a brilliant goal during the week.
for the De Ligt goal,
what
not
about
okay.
the defending?
Not okay, especially when
What about your job?
Christian
That's his
Romero
job.
for the whole game
Yeah,
was
I know you know. Wait, hold on.
He's the
I
one
love
we're
when
talking
you
about.
do it. Do your job. Yeah. Because it's
Do
all
your
right
job.
it's all right running the whole length of the pitch and scoring a world there, and that was an unreal
Unbelievable.
goal.
Class.
Tried to do it
And he
again.
tried to do it again, and their whole stadium went, "Oh, go shoot, Mick! Shut
Yeah.
up! You can't do that again." We're
Well,
not
to the
Copenhagen.
defending, man.
Yeah, go back there.
Yeah, you got beat by
Defending is your
Copenhagen.
job.
Good.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
They beat you.
Do that again.
How comes Ramiro, right? A man come off the pitch, he's injured in that, right? Now you're sprinting down the line to I got man. I thought he was injured.
But don't ask
Can we
me.
just,
captain,
can we
eh?
just say
Don't
that
ask
the
me.
quality of the standard of football in this game was absolutely
Shocking.
diabolical.
It's two very
Like,
average teams.
This is why we have to remain guided with where you two are in this world right now. I'm sorry. I know the points tallies are saying certain things, but when it's all said and done, when the season's finished and finalised, I expect you two to be very close in the table and very far away from the rest of us, because the standard of football is crazy. You had everyone fit, by the way, pretty much. I don't know why. You guys should have kicked on. You should have buried them. They were so bad. They were there for the taking. You guys, if you had just put the foot down, Cunha,
They don't do it.
Cunha,
He was terrible.
Got to do better.
He was lucky to stay on the pitch as long as he
Mbeumo's
did.
carrying a little bit now. You know,
He
you've
is.
got to be more involved. You've got to be the main. You're wearing the number 10. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
Sesko.
the game he come off the bench, it was an annoying game. It was an annoying game because, like I said the two threats. I keep saying, Bumo, Ahmad, cash money, just give me them two. But what he did was he respected Spurs a little bit too much with the lineup. So he put Mazraoui at right wing back instead of Ahmad, and then had Ahmad and Bumo together, and then took out Sesko and put Cunha up front, and then put Dorgu left wing back as well. And the first half, like I said, was so low in quality. The only difference between the two teams was our goal.
Yeah.
We were defending fine. Spurs weren't doing anything. I actually felt really comfortable. And I know we can see goals, but I was like, if they keep doing this, we might actually be able to see this out. They are so poor. At halftime, I couldn't believe it. But I tweeted at the same time as well. I said, but us in second halves, nah, don't go. We done the same thing at Forest last week. We were comfortable. We scored, Casemiro, everything's fine. There's not really much coming back from everyone, but our game management and the quality, once we start making subs, the drop-off's too big.
Yeah.
When Casemiro and Bruno are not going to control games anyways.
No.
So we weren't really controlling the game.
No.
It was just a poor game of football.
Yeah.
Casemiro's not locking it down. Bruno's not doing a madness.
Pedro Porro
was awful.
Right.
It was just a really, really low quality game. But what I will give to Spurs is that second half, they did start to be in this tendency. Lamans had to make a couple of saves, one from Romero, one from Paulinho.
What was that thing where he's misjudged the ball and it's gone out for a corner? What was all that about?
Oh,
It was
he
that.
just missed. He
was
didn't
that.
take a touch.
Is that he kicked off? It was literally that.
I just think
But
that game.
Pedro Porro's got to be dropped. Sorry,
It was shocking what he did.
Shocking.
It was poor. And then
he's not going to drop him though.
But as the game went on,
Spence and
you
Adogi
could
on
see
a doggy has to
you
start.
could see that we were going to concede. Now, this is why I do
think a draw is-
protect
I think
Amram
a
a
draw
little
is
bit.
fair.
Even me, I'd say some United fans were going, his changes ruined it again. Well, you had to make changes, bro. You could see what was going. Casemiro after 60 minutes, you know what it is. You have to. There's no Kobe Mainoo, he's injured. You got to bring on Ugarte. You have to react to what's going on. We're under it here. Lamans has made 2 saves. That's as much as he's made the whole game because Spurs weren't going with anything. Respect that they're in the ascendancy at least. You have to respond. He brought on Benjamin Sesko for Cunha. Cunha was terrible.
Yeah.
Lucky to be on the pitch as long as he was. Yeah. He swapped out Dorgu for Dalot. Dorgu's on a yellow card. You're back. You know what's going to happen. You have to respond. That didn't lose us the game, but the quality in what the subs did when they came on did get us into a position of losing. And then you have to look at it as a United fan where you go, you've now staring down the barrel of defeat, which would be awful. Can you just get something out of the game? And we managed to do that. And then you look at it, you go, last 5 games or this international break just gone. If you'd have said to me that we would have got 3 wins and 2 draws, and 3 of them are away games against Forest, Spurs, and Liverpool, we won that, you take that from where we are. What I've actually learned to do is that we just have to go game by game with this thing. Because when we beat Liverpool, enough United fans going to me, this is why everything's perfect. You hold that, that. Shut up. We've got bare problems still. So you lot can be quiet. And at the same time, when we've conceded a few goals and stuff, there's too much from the other side saying, this is why everything's still rubbish. The truth of the matter is we just need a bit of stability so that when there's a loss, it's not catastrophic. When there's a draw, it's not catastrophic. And in the last 5 to 6 games, we've calmed down. And when I look in the league about where I wanted my team to be and what I wanted us to be doing, you're right about the problems that we got and how it could still go. That's why you can't get excited. But as of now, when you look at the table, we're where we need to be for what our aspirations are for this year. And until such point as it isn't that, because you keep losing all the time again and all these problems. January, they've got to try and get a midfielder. That's it. That's all we can do.
I feel like we're very evenly matched. Like
proper.
Where we both are in the league right now, I mean, it's probably maybe a little bit better than how we're actually both playing. But I think that where we've come from last year, and again, we're still...
the bar's low.
The bar is low for both of us. Like, we're 15th and 17th respectively.
Miracles, bro.
And yes, there is a difference of a trophy. Thank you. But apart from that, we are both terrible.